Well, it's my first game on. Definitely gonna warm up with some good old-fashioned arenas ranked. This is my favorite mode, and I'm so happy that Respawn put in a 3v3 mode that works perfectly fine, and matchmaking is so good instead of solos, which only incorporates one person, so the matchmaking would be completely fine. Huh, wait a minute. It looks like I didn't get any teammates. Wow, this is so crazy, bro. How did I not get teammates in arenas ranked? Oh my gosh. Wow. I wonder if I can win this. Wait, I most definitely will and can win this. That's the mentality that I should have if I'm gonna win this. Oh, some mats? Hell yeah. Next round is going to be epic with this extra material for buying a battery. Yeah, that was sarcasm. Thanks for clicking on my Widgeo. This one's going to be about the good old-fashioned absence of ace and what that insinuates. And also, this is going to be about other good players. Um, Leave a comment if you would like to see a more less opinionated version of this. I'm thinking I want to do a video of the number one in every category as far as wins and kills on each legend on all consoles or all platforms. I think that would be a cool video to do. But anyway, this video is not about that. So let's get this started. Now, if I were to go to my friends list right now and I looked at my arenas, well, went to arenas and looked at everyone's profile, a lot of them, I'd say the majority of them, are still unranked, which means they haven't even played 10 games. And to me, that just goes to show, what a bunch of people have already been saying is true. Like, no one's playing arenas ranked. Well, not no one's playing it, people just don't enjoy it. So, Staycation recently dropped a video, and he proposed a bunch of reasons. I'd say a lot of those reasons in that video were valid, but I'd just like to say that the reasons he left out are pretty substantial. They're like big chunks as to why you wouldn't play arenas or arenas. I already made a video called top 10 reasons why you shouldn't play Apex, and in that I talk about matchmaking a lot. So I don't even want to go over why matchmaking would be a reason, but because it's pretty obvious. You get matched with a lot of low skill players, and then you get matched up against a lot of not very skilled players. It's honestly just not fun overall, in my opinion. And I think that he said something along those lines, but I just feel like it's more basic than that. You get matched without teammates constantly. Like, I actually had a couple of instances where I literally did not get teammates today, and I just feel like maybe he left that part out. So I just wanted to go over that real quick. Now, there's a lot of controller players that are cracked out there. I bet a lot of you guys are one controller and think you're a pro. But I'm only crediting the people that really stand out to me. And like I said, it's to me. Also, keep in mind that though it may be my opinion is way more valid than most of yours. Because if you're not a Mirage main, then you're not even playing Apex correctly. Now, there's a lot of players, so I'm just going to be going over 3 categories. We're going to talk about the controller players, then we're going to do the best female, because if I don't do that, I'm a misogynist, and also I'm going to do the best overall. Now on controller, I've taken a lot of things into account, so I have to give you some honorable mentions. There's a lot of good controller players out there. Snipe Down, he has his moments. He's on TSM. Again, Burton, he's been popping off. I know that him and Designful, I think it's like G2, something like that. They've been popping off recently, and they're great contenders for the #1 controller player. But this guy that I'm going to say, he's cleaner than clean. He can pub stomp and he can play ranked. He does it all. He's a jack of all trades. It's Daltouche. I think he's overall the best controller player. He does what Timmy does on Pathfinder on PC, on controller on PC. It's crazy. I mean, this season, sure, controller is very OP because of the meta, but hey, I just wanted to give this man his credit because he's got the sick gameplay, good content. This next category is mind-boggling because, like I said earlier, if I don't put it in, I'm a misogynist. I just wanted to put that out there. Now, whenever we're playing as regular people, you always have to run into that one girl and then that one guy who's like toxic, I guess. And it makes you question your reality because the girl has 1700 damage and he has 800 damage and he's talking down, pretending that he's better because he has balls. It's so strange to me. But I had to just bring that up because there's an argument about, it's not even an argument, but in tennis, we put Serena Williams up against, like, the ranked 200 something, and he destroyed her, I guess, something like that. But I'm just trying to say that in video games, that shit doesn't even matter. Why are you taking that into account? It's almost like you're taking everything so personally. It's terrible. Um, this girl, she can compete with the boys. She's one of the boys. Oh, after all of these seasons, I just gotta credit Lulu because the whole Kraber Queen thing, she was riding that for a minute, but now she's taken over NRG and everyone is simping for her. I'm not a simp though, so I just gotta get this one over with. I know that I'm not really the authority to be speaking on this type of thing, but it's so annoying. These delusional people, they're getting to my mind. I know you're not supposed to acknowledge the hate, but these people are just crazy out their minds. This next category is going to be considering every player who I think would be the best. I didn't consider ranked because ranked doesn't equal skill, and I didn't consider comp because comp doesn't equal skill either. Those modes are incredibly based on team gameplay, and to me, they are not a good show of talent. Now, here's the big leagues where you want to hear your favorite streamer or player as the best. But here's how we chose who the best was. My team of experts here at Cliffy Co. gathered all the top stats and all the prominent pros, reviewed thousands of hours. We have over thousands of hours, and so we have to give you a lot of honorable mentions. Now, the most likely to succeed reward goes to Shiv FPS. He's goated and pro. That's all we have to say for the man who speaks for himself. Now, personally, this next guy, this is just to hold you guys who are holding ranked in a high regard and holding competitive in a high regard. I'm just going to credit Hal because he is the two times. Well, not anymore. He's nothing now. He's washed. Uh, but you know he's big brained and he does have a high IQ. So I'll give him that. Now, here's the boys that we gotta give some mad respect to. These boys are the ones that created all of the movement techniques that you want to learn and you try and execute and die because you weren't even focused on the game. You're trying to be the parkour champion. But Fade, Lyric, and Sally, these boys are unparalleled in parkour. It's like Minecraft lifeboat server parkour all over. This guy is probably my favorite streamer, or second favorite. He's also my favorite content creator. Um, he doesn't like Apex, I guess. He just hates Apex and the Apex community and wants us all to burn without his presence. It's obviously Asu. I mean, he left probably about a year ago, but people would still say he was the best after that. Recently he came back, but he left again. So no season 10 content from him. We can't let him distract us from who should truly be crowned king. So here's the true king of Apex. note, psych, this is another last honorable mentions. Who would have been? I'm thinking Krillix, the cracked Japanese. Krillix is the most cracked Japanese player. That's all I can say. They gave him the title. He has the title now. Before that, the people I would compare to Ace were Rod and Timmy. They were always vying for second place, second best Apex player. Rod is a Korean player who's actually is better than Ace's. I'm not even. His more with like Fade and Lyric and Sally. Timmy, obviously, he's Timmy. Like, 4 hours to pred from bronze. Are you kidding me? He literally made these people that you hold in such a high regard as great players because they can camp ranked and they can all three aim at one person and shoot at the same time. They're held in such a high regard, but this Timmy guy did what they do for a living in 2 days or 3 days. But I just feel like the feats like Krillix and Roz and Timmy have shown just go to show that ranked is not a show of skill. I think you need to stop holding. I'm just tired of people saying that ranked is such a good show of skill. I think that it's the complete opposite. You guys are just holding on to little belief, and it's obvious because people like Krillix wipe out pro teams like they're nothing, and people like Timmy do what you do over the course of an entire season like it's nothing. So I just peace out. Thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe.